What is the vibes, everybody? What is the vibe? It's your brother, Lamar Robinson, also known as Marweez, official Melanin Market. Follow the brand. And I have not only my family with me, my sister, and somebody that crushed the Melanin Market year after year after year. So I had to bring you on a platform that, talk about what you're doing now and introduce your brand and yourself to the people, if you don't mind.
What's going on, everybody? Sianni Dean, originally from Willingboro, New Jersey, owner of Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls.
I love it. I love it. See, Cranky Granny Sweet Roll. See, when I think about Cranky Granny Sweet Roll, we got to start at the name, right? Right. Where did the name originate from? How did you even come up with the brand?
So when I was still back at Willingboro High School, there was an entrepreneur that came back to basically give back to the school, and his way of doing it was teaching some aspiring entrepreneurs. So it was going through different names and stuff like that in his class, coming up with different concepts because we were having like brainstorming sessions. And
Yeah.
I finally came up on Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls because it was basically a smush of names. One of the things that I always recommend any entrepreneur to do is when you're trying to figure out what your business is going to be, your business name or whatever, make sure to write down everything because you never know which one you might go along with or which ones you might have to just combine and make it into one name. Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls was separate at one point. It was actually a whole totally different name, but started back when I was 14, 15 in Willingboro High School. The inspiration behind it is my actual granny. During the time frame that I came up with it, she was actually living with us for a little while. So my grandfather had just passed away. But I was just remembering all the different times that we was having over at her house and the different desserts and the foods and stuff like that. I want to be able to put that into other people's lives as well. So we was able to do that with Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls. Cinnabon I've seen didn't have any type of competition and wanted to be able to fill that void. I felt like people didn't know they wanted the strawberry sweet roll until you offered it to them, a peach cobbler, cookies and cream. So it was a void in the market and we decided to fill it.
I love it. Y'all got it. Y'all, I love stories like that where you got the family, you got your vision, and then you just put it in one, and boom, Cranky Granny Sweet Rolls.
Yeah.
So I I know how they taste. I don't know if everybody ever tried them, but how can someone try these good, just buttery, tasty, sweet rolls?
It's
How where I know you're in Texas. Let's talk about that. You got a storefront.
I was
I
about to
remember
say
you. Yeah.
I was about to say you teasing them with it because they can't even get it if they in Willingboro.
I know. So I remember before we even got to the store, let's just talk
Mhm.
about the roadmap. How
Mhm.
was it starting off as a sweet roll vendor? Because I remember when you was at the Melanin Market throughout the years, 200 sweet rolls, 400 sweet rolls, and you always left 3 hours before the event because you sold out. Every one.
Yeah.
How is it coming from that transition to now being able to go to Texas, right? And
Mhm.
open your own store? Let's talk
Yeah.
about that.
So honestly, it was crazy. So I remember the first time I heard about the Melanin Market. I believe this had to be in like 2017 or something, and I had did another event somewhere else. But I kept hearing about, oh, are you gonna be at the Melanin Market? Are you gonna be at the Melanin Market? I'm like, I don't know what that is yet. But I finished my one event. I had sold out there, and I had came over to, I believe we was over at you guys were over at JFK or something, and I came
Mhm.
to check it out and stuff, and it was a ton of people in there. I'm like, dang, I should have been set up at both of them. But I think that was my very first event I was ever doing anyway. So then I was like, all right, maybe next year I'll be able to get be a part of it. So you guys did another event, and we were like still selling food platters and doing catering, and doing cranky grannies out of my mom's house. And then you guys had another event that next year, and I signed up, and we sold out. I don't even know if it was a full 2 hours into the event. I think we probably brought about 150, 200 sweet rolls with us, and we was going. And I felt so bad because we was pretty heavy on social media. We didn't have as many followers as we have right now, but we were very like personable with our followers and stuff because I was always consistent with making sure to post, showing them what we was gonna have, letting them know we was gonna be here at the Melanin Market. And it was like, man, I don't know, like probably at least a good hour, hour and a half, and we was gone. Like we didn't have anything else. We had people coming from like Sentiments and Cherry Hill and stuff like that, and I felt bad, but that was also like some reassurance to me like this brand is going to be able to work because we're in here with all these other vendors as well, and we was still able to make some stuff happen. And then we came back, but the next time we came back, we were actually here in Texas, but we still had that strong fan base and that customer base back home in Jersey that we were able to sell out of 400 sweet rolls within, what was it, maybe 2-3 hours or something. I think it was about
hours,
3 hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
3 hours tops. You was out there,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you
Cause
were out.
but that just shows how strong of a customer base and community that we really have back home as well. That the
Mm-hmm.
fact we was able to go 1,700 miles all the way to Texas, move the business all the way to Texas, come back, and we were still able to get that same love.
Love it. I love it. That means one, that means a lot to what we're doing. That the fact that you kind of came through, and it's something that you said. You said you never did it before back in 2017. Like you never even vended then.
Yeah, yeah,
So this wasn't that long ago. Like your timeline wasn't that long.
yeah.
When you first said it was like maybe 2019, 2020, and now what year did you get the store?
I got the store 2021, so I moved here to Texas in 2020. Opened up the store 2021. Closed that first store 2022. Opened a new store 2023. So, and that's where
Oh,
we're at right now.
I want everybody to understand what Sianni is saying. If you guys are getting on this interview late, listen to me. She started off selling sweet rolls out her grandmother's house. It started off as a high school project. She came to the Melanin market. She already was moving sweet rolls. I don't want y'all to think that we made her. No, but she came to the Melanin market, utilized the platform. Literally, I don't even know how. If you could do the math and see how much she made. But if you sell 150 sweet rolls, do the math and understand that that's a nice amount of money in 2-3 hours. And then she did it twice, came back, did it again, and then next thing you know, boom! Within
Now,
two
look,
years, you got the store.
mind you, we don't travel far to go do events
Right.
outside of Texas anymore. So when we was in Jersey, we'll probably go to Jersey, New York, and stuff like that. But since we came to Texas, we only stay here in Texas. We flew all the way back to just to do that second melanin market with you guys. And I told you, I was only coming back if we was doing that melanin market. And I kept my word on that too.
No, I'll tell you one thing. I appreciate it, and I made sure. I made
But
sure. I made sure it was worth your while.
no, definitely. But look, that speaks to how powerful of a brand that you guys have, and you got in the community that you guys have. That I'm willing
Mhm.
that me and so many others, you got vendors coming from PA, you got vendors coming from Delaware and other places as well, are willing to come all the way to the melanin market to see what it is that you guys have to offer. And you guys show out and show out. Y'all show up and show out every single time. I feel like the melanin market is the standard of making sure to over deliver for their vendors and making sure that it's not like a money grab thing. I feel like with some events I've seen or been a part of before, it was like, okay, they just care, the host just cared about getting theirs and that's it. But I feel like you guys truly believe in making sure that you guys are able to build your community from the customer aspect also to the vendor aspect, and just making sure everybody's eating and getting that exposure that we're all working really hard for every single day.
Honey, I say it to people all the time, but it feels so bad. It feels so much good when I hear from somebody that came through, leveled up, and just used the platform for exactly what it's for, to get your income, find your customers, find your niche, and then live out those entrepreneurial dreams. And I
Yeah.
think our brands all coincide to help each other. So I really appreciate you jumping on. But I want to say this. Uh everybody that's tuning in, follow the brand right now. Very simple. Like, because it's 2024, and us as black business owners, we have to be proud of leaving good reviews,
Hmm.
sharing each other posts. We have to be real intentional about that this year, because it's so much different businesses out here that's winning, but for some reason 96% of black businesses do not employ anyone. So this is why we have to pour back into these businesses so Cranky Grannies can get the money to pay her staff, and you know what I mean? Because now you're not a vendor no more, right?
Yeah.
You got staff. I see you looking for a social media person and stuff. You have staff, you know. So I just want to salute you. Is there anything you want to leave to the people? I do want to bring up how you did the Pepsi in the interview and stuff. How was that? That was crazy.
Oh, with Pepsi, that was
Yeah.
honestly that moment, everything as far as the Pepsi digging challenge and everything, that wouldn't have even happened if it wasn't for our community. Because that was a
Mm,
community effort in order for us to even have that opportunity. So, they took us out to Vegas, and we had a month-long residency at the MGM International,
mm.
at two of their different restaurants. We'll actually be going out there again next week. And we have a dish that will be served at one of their restaurants again, over at the Delano over in the MGM. So, but that opportunity it would have never happened if it wasn't for our community. And that's our community from Willingboro, New Jersey, to Texas, and everything else in between.
I love it. I love it. Wow. You guys have to be inspired. That's why I'm telling everybody follow the brand. It's always about supporting each other. And I just want to pretty much end with one of the last videos. I'm gonna play it in the beginning, but for people who don't know, I had the honor to meet the official Cranky Granny, and let me just take it back. Let me take it back, y'all.
I mean, you got business cards everywhere with your face on it.
Absolutely.
And this is your grandchild.
And oh my gosh, I am
Hold on,
so
hold on, hold on,
proud.
hold on. Y'all gotta see what's going on. So we was live at the expo. She just sold out, and I'm realizing that Sianni, this your logo, but she's so I had to run down and talk to
I mean,
her,
you got
y'all.
business cards everywhere with your face on it.
Absolutely.
And this is your grandchild.
And oh my gosh, I am so proud.
Oh my God.
How you feeling?
Oh my.
So yeah, I just wanted to just show that clip, y'all, of just me meeting the official Cranky Grannies, and that I believe that was your last event that we did
Mhm.
over in Jersey, where you sold out in 2-3 hours. The next thing you know, I'm seeing you on Pepsi and commercials and all this
American
different
Express, yeah,
American
we've been doing.
Express, the brick and mortar down in Plungerville, and yo, I want to salute you. You are a type of
Appreciate it.
person that I feel like a lot of people should be inspired by, and put it out there. How old are you, Sianni? How old are you?
25. We came up with
25.
I came up with the idea when I was 14, 15. So it's been a good 10 years, and we still grinding. We still doing everything it is that we have to do to make it happen, because long-term goal still is to eventually franchise Cranky Grannies. It's been definitely been a long road, and a lot has
Right.
happened. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of public ups and downs too. I feel like sometimes people get a chance to deal with some of their quote unquote L's in private, but you've seen us not have the store, you've seen us get the store, you've seen this happen, you've seen that happen. And I feel like all of those different things have been able to shape me into the entrepreneur and the business owner I am today, that's going to be able to keep on going. Everything isn't going to happen in no time. Like I mean, everything needs actual time in order to make it happen. So we've still been putting in that work, and we've been definitely enjoying the fruits of our labor as well.
I know that's right. So God bless you. Everybody follow the brand Cranky Grannies. Humbly thank you for this. And make sure y'all check out the Melanin Market Festival. We did start, I want everybody to understand, we started in a recreation gym, almost like Cranky Granny started in her house, and now we built this brand up 7 years later, was able to obtain a contract for the PA Convention Center, a place where the flower show, auto show, a place where grassroots entrepreneurs don't have the opportunity to really show their products. But we opened the door for everybody. And just like Cranky Grannies took advantage of this platform 3 years ago, and you see, follow her page, you'll see the success and how she's moving. And we just want everybody to come down to the convention center April 13th. If you're not an entrepreneur, come shop, come support different entrepreneurs. But if you are a person who have their own business, listen, play back this interview, listen to Sianni's story, and understand a lot can happen when you do these pop-up shops. A lot can happen when you connect with the correct expos. A lot can happen when you deal with the melanin market. All right.
You dealing with the melanin market, man. It's nothing but success coming out of it.
Sianni, I appreciate you. Follow the brand. Thank you for everything. We signing out, y'all. Peace out.